Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. We are Sunday the 10th of November 2024 and we're looking at these new Joytoy Strife action figures. Roman Republic. We have the Legion X Optio, Legion X Centurion, Legion X Female Centurion, Legion Light Infantry Bow and Arrow Female, and Legion Light Infantry Sword and Shield Female. And yes, these are not historically accurate. And Joytoy have said because if it's a bit more fantasy, there's more things they can do. They can be more creative and use a bit more imagination. So, you've got a nice mix of stuff here. Now, this is the second release in their Strife. The first release was also Roman Republic. And I was quite fortunate in mine. Not really many issues. Though a lot of people have had quality control issues with theirs, which is a shame. There are things I like, there are things I don't like, and so on. Now, these ones have silver armor. The first ones had gold armor, so they will look a little bit strange we put them together. We'll do a comparison a bit later. So let's have a look at the boxes. We can see the figure in the front, a lot of glare from the lights, but that same gold face, or gold faceplate, nothing really to see on the back. This is our first one, or this and the female Centurion, the first ones that don't have a faceplate. You can actually see their faces. Looks pretty cool. I think I prefer this silver armor to the gold armor, if I'm honest. I think that looks nicer. The female, whose face we can see, the helmet looks a bit big on her head, but it does fit. Faceplate bow and arrow female. And then we have the sword and shield female. Does look pretty good. Now these guys do have some really good articulation features in the shoulders and whatnot. Let's see if it holds up with all this sculpting. Okay, I'm gonna unbox these and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they are. They do look really good, but there are issues. It almost, it feels like Joytoy have rushed these a little bit. Now, there are things they have changed a little, like a minor change is actually really quite important, or rather quite nice. And I'll talk about that in a second. But there's still these little minor things that are niggling away. I've got nothing missing this time, nothing broken. So that is nice. But some things are just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm blabbling on. Let's get into the meat and veg of it. So, accessories, they all come with a black round base with the foot peg. They all come with alternate bare feet as opposed to their sandaled feet. They all come with 2 extra pairs of hands, and this is one of the changes they made. It's nice. They come installed with the gripping hands, apart from my light infantry. She comes with open hands pre-installed. On the first wave, they came in pre-installed with the fists. And these are so hard to take out and then put the other hands on. It's really quite annoying. So having come pre-installed with these gripping hands or the open hands is actually a welcome change. And then the open hands we can see. Now bear in mind that the female ones are the same, just slightly smaller and more dainty. They all come with a sheath sword, and you can take out the little sword handle to look like it's been unsheathed and then use a regular sword in his hand instead. Likewise with the dagger. This guy who decides to fall over, and I point at him, that's how powerful my chi is. This guy and the female centurion next to him also come with this. I can't remember what that's called. It looks like a paper clip. Obviously it's meant to be wood. And then they come with their javelins, lances, spears, the javelins, and we get 3 types inside here, which is quite nice. So the first type we'll see in a second. The second type is a sort of classic Roman looking type here, which is with the female archer. The next type is this one here, which is also the same as the first guy's got. And the last type we'll see in a second. And then you can see that these two come with a round shield. He comes with the square shield, and the last one, the light infantry, also comes with a round shield. Now, I haven't tooled her up because I was too lazy to swap her hands over. Just kept the open hands on there, which you can't really grip things with. But she's in a nice sort of bodybuilding pose. Also, they all come with a little. This is what it is. This is the. Let's get a focus. This is the parts that make it, and it's Chinese and English. So good luck on reading that without having reading glasses. Can I get a focus on there? Not easy. Just about. And they all come with an individual card, individual to them. So this is the first guy, and that's in Chinese, which you could pause and screenshot and translate. Please consider joining the Patreon, link on the top right of the screen now, to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too, including a prize draw happening this month, November 2024. Okay, let's bring in a close look. So it's the same shield as last time. Silver armor looks much better than the gold armor. The hat can come off. This is not actually on quite straight. The helmet, I'm saying it can come off. Am I telling a lie there? Oh no, this is actually fixed on it, appears. This is the same javelin we saw a moment ago. And this is the sword I'm talking about. We can only take out the handle to look like he's unsheathed it. Then he can hold his normal sword. Same with the daggers like that as well. And he can't grip that very well. It's actually quite difficult to make him hold these shields. They should really have a slightly different system for this. But he does look great, and his armor really works for him in this silver colour. Next one, this is the last javelin type. Much bigger on the blade head, we can see. Again, the armor really works for him. The helmet comes off. Small round shield. Obviously, put his javelin through the what are they called? The cutouts, I guess. Cloak is pretty nice the way it flows. Nice looking figure. Then the female counterpart comes with the same accessories. And yep, helmet comes off. She has long hair. Cloak would come off. It looks like all the armor comes off too. So you could in fact get a really nice blank. The only thing is the feet. You'd have to have the change the feet around for the bare feet, or swap around for other feet if you want to do some sort of thing with her. But she does look good. And I reckon if you were to take the armor off, you get a lot better articulation as well. None of them are wearing underwear, male or female, that I've seen. Obviously the weather's good in whichever part of the world they're fighting in. Archer, we've got the masked face. The bow fits in the sheath in the back. Arrow doesn't fit in there. She can't hold it particularly well with her hands. There's a bit of a gap there, which is a shame. But a nice looking figure nonetheless. And again, you can take off pretty much everything with a bit of effort. I get a blank figure, but her face would be that metal face. That plate doesn't come off. And then basically the same figure again, but with different accessories. That's the light infantry, who I've sort of done this pose here. You can see the shoulder roll is going backwards on her left shoulder, our right hand side there. Again, a pretty cool figure. I'm tempted to pick up one more just to strip all the stuff away and get a pretty cool blank. Okay, let's have a look at articulation. I will look at her first since she is in my hand. Then look at one of the guys. I'm expecting it to be the same as the others, which was pretty good to be fair. So let's have a a look at that. I say pretty good in terms of what it should be able to do, but this armor is going to impede a lot of stuff. So head, we have a left and a right, which is fine. Up and down is pretty good. That helmet does come off actually. Side to side is very small. Shoulders all the way around, but watch out for the arm. It can make the arm go around at the side. My word, come on. Lateral raise, very good. Shoulder roll is lovely feature. There is a bicep swivel, but bicep bend should be more, but it's only getting to like 90 or just under 90 degrees. Should really shave down a little bit on the upper arm there to get a better angle on that. So that's the only real disappointing thing. The hand is on the ball joint, or not a ball joint, sorry, it's on a joint. Needs to find which way the joint is aligned, then you can articulate or swivel it around to the arm alignment you want. Trunk and waist, armor stops it really, but you can do forwards, backwards, side to side, and turn, which is not bad because she's armored. Legs, I was expecting a bit further on the legs, but you know, that's all right. The splits in the skirt part make it a lot easier for the forwards articulation. Backwards, no such splits, but together it's acceptable. There's a thigh twist we can see quite high up. So double kneecap, not bad, not too ugly, gets really tight. And then the feet, you're getting a tippy toe, which is quite small. You're getting a really good dorsiflexation on her right, and the left something's impeding a little bit, but good dorsiflexation. And of course you can swivel in and out, but there's no shoe stroke boot turn, which is a shame because that would make her far better. I think she's doing like a robot dance there or something. And she's wiped out her colleague. Her sister in arms. Let's get her standing up. Okay, that's slightly better. Let's get her standing up again. Oh, my word. So, yeah. So it looks like this is one of the things I'm talking about, not the falling over. Right, to do with the falling over. The ankle joints could have been better installed or better done. And I'm a huge fan of the acid rain way of doing it, feet, because they have boot turns and whatnot. It just makes it a lot better. Okay, so let's bring in one of the guys. I'll bring in our chunky guy because his articulation will be slightly less probably with everything that he's got on him. I mean his armor, not his weapons, whatnot. Okay, so again, armor can be taken off. It's all joined together. You can see sort of inside the chest cavity there for his shoulder. It's going to work. Again, it might be worth getting a guide just to take off all his armor and get a nice blank for a superhero custom or something. So it looks so good. So, not really forwards, backwards, left and right, not really side to side. This will impede his... God, that's quite stiff. Come on, don't break. Right, try the other arm. There you go. So he would go all the way around, but that's going to impede it. Have to go around to the side. Shoulder roll is fantastic. Look at that. That is so good. There's a bicep swivel. Bicep bend. He's getting over 90, which really the woman should have done too. So that's a nice bicep bend. Again, the hands are on a joint. Have to line up the joint to get the articulation you want. I'd rather they had a fixed either wave or gun articulation or one of each. So that's shoulder roll. Better for backwards than forwards, which is a shame. Forwards would be good too. There is a separate trunk normally, but it's all hidden behind the armor. So together with trunk and waist, forwards, backwards is pretty impressive. Side to side is okay and can turn. Hips, not bad. Forwards is pretty damn good. Backwards is not bad, better than the woman actually. So it's pretty good together. There's a thigh twist. So double kneecap, nice and tight. Yeah, a little bit ugly in the knees. Then the feet like the woman. So you have the swivel, you have the tippy toe, and you have the dorsiflexation, which is difficult with this armor on, as it kind of impedes the range of motion. Okay, let's get an idea of size. So I'll measure him, and I'll measure the woman next to him to top of head, or top of the helmet, not the plumage, to get an idea of how big they are. You make her legs slightly straighter and closer together to get a better indication of her actual height. So from foot to the top of the helmet where his head is around 11.5 cm, and for her, slightly less, not less, around about 11.4, maybe 11.3. They look fantastic, but all these little things, you know, like the feet and then the hand issue, it sort of distracts from them. They look really good. Now, if we look at them compared to Wave 1, put some Wave 1s in here, who've all got the golden armor. Oh! And our helmet came off. I'll wipe out everyone now. I wish Wave 1 was in the silver armor too, this sort of metallic metal armor as opposed to the gold armor. They look quite good together. I mean, they can work together as a force, but they look like they're different companies or different legions or different something. But they look pretty good. I'm out of space for all of them. Let's put them over there. Hey! Fat fingers, never mind. And then just enough space for the last archer. He can go behind there if he's going to stand up for me. Not really. Let's get his feet sort of sorted out first. There. So we've got 10 figures released in the Strife range, and they recently showed the gladiators, which will add to it. They make for a nice display, but again, I wish the armor was all in that Wave 2 silver armor. Very cool. Okay, next question is, which I already answered in the review of the Wave 1 ones, is how do they compare to other fantasy figures, or rather, how do they compare to Boss Fight Studios? I haven't got any of the Romans, despite having like 8 of them on pre-order. So I had to contact that seller and see what's happening. But here's my Sigurd the Survivor or Sigurd the Wanderer, and you see that they are quite a bit taller than Boss Fight Studios, which is not a bad thing. It means you have variety. You're gonna have variety in your figures, in the heights and whatnot, which I think adds a sort of a certain touch of realism when you're setting things up. It's nice to have that variety. Yeah, you want uniforms, uniform armor, uniform this, that, and the other, but varieties in height, I think, adds quite a great deal. So they are a little bit bigger. Nice lineup of figures. I do like them. I like this line. I hope it continues, but I also hope that it improves. I really do. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out, saying please like, share, and subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon. If you didn't see the link earlier when I was in the top right, it will be in the video description for you. So it's worth checking out because it's actually free to check out. Free for 7 days, no obligation to pay to join. So do check that out and see what you think. And I will see you in another video very, very soon. I've got another one to make after this on Joytoy's latest military figure releases. So that should be pretty cool as well, though they are just basically reusing parts. But we can't blame them. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying, stay happy, keep collecting. See you next video soon. Bye-bye.